So you live in Kaukauna and you're trying to find a great dog trainer? You're definitely in the right place. We're going to walk through everything you need to know to find a professional who's the perfect fit for you and your dog. Because really, this is all about enjoying your life with your dog. You know, things like taking a calm walk down the Fox River Trail or having a relaxing day at Veterans Park without any stress. It's about having a dog that's just easy and fun to be around.
Okay, let's get right to it. The first thing you need to figure out is what makes a trainer truly effective, and that all starts with their basic approach to training and, of course, the credentials that prove they know what they're doing.
So, what's the method we're looking for? Well, the one that comes up again and again is positive reinforcement. It's recommended because it works and it's humane. Instead of punishing mistakes, you're teaching your dog what you want them to do. This builds a much stronger bond and is perfect for getting them ready for life around town. You're probably going to see a bunch of letters after a trainer's name. Think of these as a quality check. They mean the trainer has passed some tough exams and keeps up with the latest science. You don't have to memorize them, but it's good to know that some, like the IABC or CBCC certifications, are for more serious behavioral issues. Seeing any of these is a really good sign. All right, now for the practical stuff. Once you've got an idea of who's qualified, the next step is finding a program that actually fits your dog's personality, your schedule, and of course, your budget. Generally, you have two main options. Group classes, they're fantastic for learning general manners and getting your dog used to other dogs. But if you have very specific problems at home, say your dog goes wild when the doorbell rings, private lessons are usually the fastest way to solve that. And of course, let's talk about the cost. This table gives you a pretty clear picture of the typical price ranges for different training services right here in Kaukauna and the surrounding Outagamie County area for 2025. This should give you a good baseline so you're not surprised when you start making calls. So you've narrowed it down to a few potential trainers. Now it's time for a consultation. It helps to think of this as an interview, and you're the one doing the hiring. You want to be sure you found the perfect match for your family. Here's a checklist to help guide that conversation. And seriously, don't feel weird about asking these things directly. You really want to hear how they're going to make a plan just for your dog and how you'll both know it's working. A real pro will be happy to answer every single one of these. Because great training isn't just about what happens in your house, right? It's about getting your dog ready for the real world. And that means knowing the local rules and taking advantage of all the great spots we have right here in Kaukauna. Here's a simple one, but it's so important. In any public space in Kaukauna, your dog needs to be on a 6-foot leash. It's not just a suggestion, it's the rule. And honestly, mastering a nice, loose leash walk is one of the first things a good trainer is going to help you with. Besides the leash rule, you'll also need a city license and a current rabies vaccination to be a responsible owner here. And professional training can directly help with things like the nuisance laws, to manage that nonstop barking, which keeps things peaceful for you and your neighbors. And this is the fun part, where it all comes together. You can take the skills you're building and practice them in these fantastic local places. Work on that loose leash walking on the trail, or practice a solid stay at Constitution Park with all the real-world distractions. This is how training becomes a natural part of your life. And that really just sums it all up, doesn't it? The goal isn't to have a little robot. It's to build your dog's confidence so they can be a happy, comfortable part of your life, whether you're at home or out and about in the community. All the time and effort you put into finding the right person pays off in these simple, wonderful moments. We hope your search goes well, and we wish you all the best in the adventures you'll have with your amazing, well-trained dog.